welcome to LiveBait.tv. I'm Rose Giles, and I'm standing outside the Stockton Gallery in Unionville, Ontario. We're about to head inside and meet a few of our artist friends, a group of 7 Canadian landscape painters who call themselves Drawn Onward. Drawn Onward is a palindrome. It's spelled the same way forward as it is backwards. So anywhere you start, when you get to the end, there's a new beginning, much like an artist's life. We want to head inside and check out their work. They do some unbelievable painting from across the country, from the Queen Charlotte Islands to the rocky shores of Newfoundland, and everywhere, well, not everywhere, but many places in between. These guys are something to talk about, so we want to go check them out. I love your cityscapes, your urbanscapes, because you take the mundane and make it beautiful, which I think is...
that's kind of the thing, isn't it? I mean, it's that, to me, translating an urban landscape onto a two-dimensional surface and trying to make it appealing is all about a universal mood that we've all experienced at some point, when the sun's going down and the headlights are shining,
right,
and, things fall into shadow, or,
Yeah, I get a lot of the sense that you're moving through these spaces, like you can be driving through them.
Yeah, with the photographic reference these days, with digital photography too, you can get, an SLR kind of effect by, blurring your shots. And so I find that exciting too. But yeah, when you look up at, let's say, at College in Ossington, and you look up and there's an amazing sunset, doesn't seem to matter for that instant that you've got traffic rolling by you and whatever. It's just like, ooh.
So when you're in places like the Arctic, or you're in Newfoundland and you're out in the wilderness, let's say, do you get inspiration there and then take those ideas home? Or do you often build things there or take parts of it home?
A bit of both. Some is some of the work, the inspiration comes on site, and hence will be a construction on site using the materials, because to me a lot of times that speaks more clearly, because the object of inspiration grew from that particular place, so that's most appropriately where it should be and how I should represent it. Other times I'll take materials away, and it takes time for those materials to evolve into an idea that takes me back to that particular instant, or sometimes it's a growing thing, sometimes it hits right at that instant and comes clear.
Now here at this show, we're seeing some of your work from India, correct? You went to India about 4 years?
I've been to India a few times. This work's from a trip I took to India about 3 years ago, and I'm actually going to live in India this summer for 2 years. I love drawing architecture in India and Rajasthan, the north of India. It's incredible to.
So you're moving to India?
We're moving to, my wife and 2 kids and I are moving to India, so I'm going to be drawing a lot more of India over the next couple of years.
That's so exciting. I had no idea. Good for you. So 2 years you're going to spend there?
Yeah, we're off for 2 years. We're leaving in June. I'll still work with the guys. I'll still be coming back here to do Arctic trips and showing with them in the winter in Toronto, but I'll do my own thing over there in India, and I'll try to
keep it all happening. So I see you love dories. And being a maritimer, I love dories myself, because you've been painting them for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. So what did you see when you saw this? What was the inspiration behind this painting?
Well, I think that the abandoned and the old dories that have been pulled up on shore since the 1992 cod moratorium speak volumes about the difficulties and the things that the Newfoundlanders are experiencing, and so it's very iconic. And I just happen to enjoy painting boats, so yeah, I've done a series of dories, and
they're beautiful.
Why? Thank you.
Well, you've done the rusted out cars in the woods. Kind of reminds me of those pieces too. Like you seem to like to have an object.
Yes, and things that were once loved and cherished that are sort of falling into back into the earth are one of my favorite subject matters. So the dories certainly fit into that category.
Well, thanks, Rob. We're looking forward to February's show, and thanks for letting us come and tape this today. And we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Rose.
All right.